we were
Or good
noticing,
morning,
in full
everyone.
view of the
Welcome to
public,
Breakfast
there were two
Conversation with
sets
Deidre
of
Miles with Smoke.
snipers, Secret Service snipers, I presume,
It's a lot been going on.
on two buildings, one
Been off
over
the
each
air,
shoulder, I guess.
hurricanes,
And so they were always in constant view. And
bad
my daughter asked me, well,
thunderstorms,
what are those
president
intended to
getting shot
do?
at
I
or
think,
shot.
not
It's
knowing
just
what was
been
going to
a
happen,
lot going
obviously, I
on.
just said, well,
And
that's
you
there to
wonder
protect the
why,
president and protect
Well,
anybody
like I
against
always say,
anybody who wants to bring harm
America has turned their back on
to the
God.
president. And I kind of
Not
blew it
only
off,
have they
just
turned
saying,
their
well,
back on
this is
God,
never going to happen. So don't
America
worry
has
about
been
it. This is
doing a
gonna
lot
this
of
is the
injustice.
event is gonna be
They've
fine,
been
and
doing a lot of,
that's it.
especially the judicial
So when
system,
it actually happens,
locking up
it
innocent
just
people and making it hard for them to.
sucks the soul right out of you.
Well, they
Kind
used
of.
to even make a way. Thank God for
And
Mary
once Trump
Moriarty.
does get up there, the Secret Service, of course, brought him to
Mary
the ground. They
Moriarty,
wanted to make
she's,
sure he was safe. He gets up, and there is
she's
blood
really
dripping
doing
down
it.
the
She's
side
really
of
got
his
a lot
face.
going on to
Still,
help
though,
the
he makes sure
injustice.
to reassure
And
his supporters, the American
that's
people there, that he's
feather
okay, puts
in
his fist in the
our
air. What did it mean to
faith
see that?
and this
And to
country
see,
has.
the fact that he wanted to make sure people
have a
knew
heart,
he's okay.
and someone is
I have to
making
say that was one of the
making a
most amazing
change
things that
for our
I've seen.
society for justice.
I'm old enough to remember when Reagan was shot,
I know
and
everybody
watching
is
that video
thinking
over and over and over again.
but I'm
The Secret
look at
Service
all
just
these,
jammed him into the car so
look at
quickly.
all
But this
these,
was different. He fought,
all
Trump
these
fought
comments.
to get up and make that
All these
proclamation
comments.
that
You guys see
he
all
still
these
didn't know if
comments
he was
on
all
here?
right, and he was just maybe filled with adrenaline.
Here, let's see.
But we were amazed
Look
when
at
he
him.
stood up, and we were close enough to see the blood on the side of his face. And he
Lord,
raised his
we
fist
must
and
unite
mouthed the
or
word
all
fight,
lose.
yelled fight. I guess that's what he was yelling, but it was absolutely amazing. It was
Who put this kid up to this?
heartening, to say the least,
Jesus
but
is
we
my
still didn't
Lord
know
and
any
Savior.
details until much later.
This is wrong and sad.
As
Jesus
far
immortal,
as
the
social
first
media
and the
goes,
last.
when you have a situation like
Jesus.
this,
Everybody,
especially
see,
such
now
a
people
serious
are starting to
situation, you
talk
have
about,
folks who go on there, they
praise
post photos,
God,
they post
hallelujah.
videos,
I mean, it's a
incorrect
lot of comments,
information,
but a
just
lot of,
wanting to
I
get
am
it out
not
there. What does it mean to
a
you to
part
see
of
that?
USA.
How does it feel knowing that you were there and people are just
Shut
posting
down,
random
right.
garbage, so to
Symbolism.
speak, about what they think
Lots
happened?
of Trump lovers here.
Well, I think for better or for worse, we didn't have the
It's,
benefit of social
you
media
guys go
for a
on
good
YouTube
20, 30
and look at
minutes
the latest
because our walk back to the car
Trump latest news. You see all these
was a good 10 minutes. But then
people,
even then, we only
making,
had reports on the radio because I think
Trump's,
cell service was
putting
so
no war,
jammed up at the time, we
you
didn't
see a
even
lot
bother
of
to
that.
look at what social
And,
media was saying. And really, when
wow,
we
somebody
got
even putting on there,
out of
repent,
harm's
for the
way, out
kingdom
of
of heaven is
basically
at
on the road
hand.
back to Buffalo, the
Wow, I love that.
knowing
Repent,
what had
for the
happened
kingdom
was
of
more
heaven
than
is at
enough.
hand.
That
And see, now
that we
people are
didn't really need
starting
social
to,
media to tell us anything,
now
false.
people
I
are
don't know how
starting
to
to
say that,
see,
but we weren't as concerned over what people were saying on social media.
they're starting to
What
see.
question or questions,
What
so
I've
to
been
speak, do
talking
you
about
still
for the
have
last
that you
3
hope
years
are going to be answered soon?
Is that our country,
Well, the reports that I'm listening to since the event are all leading towards lack of Secret Service or lack of enough of Secret Service, especially if the president and his team had actually requested more. That's a huge question, and I think that's something that needs to be answered. This has gone beyond just the normal rhetoric you hear in a.
I've had a lot of people say that that they don't want Trump up there for president, and they've been going against Trump for president for the simple reason is because everybody is afraid that Trump is going to cause our country is going to cause war in our country. And a lot of people even believe that Trump is going to be the cause of this world to come to an end. Okay, this is what a lot of people believe. They believe that Trump is power crazy. A lot of people believe that Trump is going to change this world. Okay, both of them. A lot of people believe that Trump's going to change this world. Then you got people's on this side, and like they said, our country is so divided, and it's sad. Then you got people's on this side that say, well, I believe Trump is going to cause this world to end. Then people's on this side said, I believe he's going to make a change. Okay, so this side said, I believe he's going to cause our world to come to the end. This side said, I believe he's going to make a change. Both of them are correspondents in one another. Because if he does cause the world to make the world come to an end, well, then he has made a change. You see what I'm saying? And if he had, and this side said, well, he's going to make a change, well, cause the world come to an end is making a change. But what people don't realize, and I hear people on the news, and I hear them on the news flash and stuff like this, ever since Trump got shot at, I don't hear one person saying America needs to turn back to God. You know, the news reporters going around asking people, what do you think of this? Well, this is not acceptable. What? Who are we to accept anything? What's not? It's things that's been going on in this world that's not acceptable for decades, and it's still going on, locking up innocent people, locking up innocent black men. You know, is not acceptable. You know, but it's scrutiny. It's hard to stop it, because look what they're doing. They're locking them up and throwing them in prison around people, around a lot of people who are criminals, around a lot of people who has murdered someone, and they're mixing it all together. So it's making it hard to pick out the innocent ones from the guilty ones, and it's ugly. And now what people, or should I say, what the people on this level have been fighting for years, now it's rise up to this level. It's in politics. I mean, look what happened. Look, and I'm agreeable with some people. God saved Trump. God did that. God saved Trump. He saved him. He saved him. And then, again, like I said, it's all in God's plan. And the only way this country is going to, really acknowledge what's really going on and how to lead and guide this nation is they have to turn back to God. This country has turned their back on God, and they have to turn back to God. They have to turn back to God. They have to obey God's laws, and they have to start letting God lead and guide them. Man is not in control. God is in control. Anyhow, I just want to come on and share this with you guys, and I'm gonna let you watch some of the. I don't know if everyone. I'm quite sure everyone has heard. I don't know. I called my son TJ last night, and I was, we was talking. I was like, "Yeah, you heard about Trump?" And he said, "No." I said, "You heard he got Trump?" No, he didn't. So, because a lot of people don't watch the news, because the news is depressing. The news is full of lies, and the news is depressing, and the news is a lot of bad things, and I guess a lot of good things all mixed together. I don't know, but a lot of people do not watch the news because the news is full of lies and depression, and it's sad. It's sad that our media, not only is our country messed up, our media is messed up. They don't want to put the truth out there. They want to put lies out there. They want to defamate people's characters just to get views. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad, people. But if you got some comments that you would like to leave about Trump getting shot, you're welcome to do so. If you'd like to call in and leave them, if you'd like to call in about a message, you're welcome to do so, or you're welcome to just leave comments. Yeah. Only on Verizon. Sometimes Joe wrestles with falling asleep and wakes up feeling like himself. Yeah.